and I want to go forward from this. I want to be rich. I want to be great from this. Can you take 1 minute and pray that prayer? There is something I want to say. And I want you to help somebody. After you have understood it. Father, I want to thank you because your people shall be blessed abundantly in Jesus' name. Now sit down. The first I want to share in it is Christ, the economic value of Jesus. Christ, the economic value of Jesus. That is the first, and that's it. I want you to look up. Have you written it? Please look at this intelligence. Whatever that will rule the earth must come from man. I don't know what I said anything. Whatever that will rule this earth must come from man. That I would like you to listen. That means it is the value of man that rule the earth, not the value of God. And can you look up again? Let me help you again now. Can you look up again? Now, it is not the spiritual value of man that rule the earth. It's not spiritual value. It is the economic value. There's a difference between spiritual value and economic value. Some pastors are not having dominion on earth because they want to spiritualize the earth. That is their problem. The earth does not need spirituality. It's an economic place. It's a material environment. Somebody's not hearing me. Now, please listen. There are believers that have very high spiritual value and they are poor. Very high spiritual value. And it is painful to God that some people, some pastors are teaching only spiritual value in their church, but they are using economic value to scatter their church. And they leave the members only with spiritual value. They will be saying, you need to go to heaven. You need to go to heaven. Rapture will soon come. Get ready for rapture. When they finish saying that, they will do something else, which they are not teaching. That is economical. They are not teaching it. It is not rapture they are teaching, or that holiness they are presenting that is making the church to grow. There are other intelligence. When this building started, these two buildings started in Galilee. I started saying to God, I said, you're the one that will build this. Build this. He said to me, he said, you're a liar. I said, Yahweh. Yahweh. He said, listen, that is your problem. Listen, it's not behaving spiritual that will finish this building. He said, this thing you see here is economical. That it is not spiritual. Then he said to me, he said, Yahweh. I said, yes. He said, I'm not the one guiding. He said, I'm not the one guiding it. He said, you're the one guiding this. Then he said, it is your value I will use, not my own. Then he said to me, he said, tell me the value I will use. Somebody told you that you're going to be a billionaire. The person didn't ask you the value you will use to become billionaire. And it's not spirituality, economical. You don't use spirituality to get money. The essence of the spirituality is to help you to build economic. Am I saying something? I said the what? I said the what? The essence of the spirituality is to help you to build economic value. The Lord came back to me and said, you said you will build a city and the tower from the sea to heaven. I said, yes. Then he said, tell me the value. First of all, he said to me, is it my value that you will use? I said, yes. He said, you're a liar. So I said, when I pray, you will give me money. He said, it's not true. I have touched somebody already. Ben, why do you say too much? That I should. What I am teaching now is Christ, the economic value of Jesus. If you look up, I will give you a gift. Excuse me. The vagabond, extravagant spirit of people can look spiritual. In people, can look spiritual, but it's a waste. It's a waster. A waster looks spiritual. There's no spirituality in wastage. I said there is no spirituality. There is no, you're just behaving spiritual. Listen, remember that you are a man. That means the only place you have value is here. Your spirituality will not make, it's not making you a man. What is making you a man is your economic value. Can I expand it? Please. I want 5 people to appreciate me with a seed. Just appreciate me. Let me help you with something. I'm not going to leave this now I'm teaching until you get it very well. It's not about rushing teachings. I want to end poverty. Now, when I show you this, listen, you will know when people are fake. I said you will know when people are saying something they will never be. I said when people are saying something they will never be. Do you know why they will never be that? They are trying to say it's in the hand of God. It's not true. You cannot expect God to make you a billionaire. You cannot. The billionaire nature manifestation is a revelation of your economic value. Of your economic value. So when the Lord was asking me, say, what? He said, I will teach you deeper things about economic value. I said, I'm ready. Now, this is my first revelation. This is my first revelation on economic value. There is no great man. There is no great man or woman on earth that doesn't understand saving. The first principle of prosperity is to have accurate understanding of the power to save things and to understand the value of things. These two things. You saw that girl outside. You look at her once and you know what she can be. You saw that boy once. You saw that pastor once. And he telling you he will be this, he will be this. And you look at him once and you know what he will never be. You will know what he will never be from understanding of economic value. If you look at my life very well, it is not too much money that have entered into my hand. What has made all the things Locust Army had with me, had on earth, available to us, is my understanding of economic value. Can I go on with something? If you look up now, I will surprise you. My question to you is, why do you think that the two important men that introduced the church, why were they naked men? Have you ever thought it? Okay, let me make it simple. I want to open your, please hear this. This I'm teaching you have not been taught anywhere. Even Jesus didn't teach it. But because I am on earth in this order and I'm 60, I want to bring heaven to you through just knowledge. Don't call it preaching. I would like you to listen. If you look at Matthew 3:4, I want us to look at something. Please look here. I'm not rushing this. This thing you see here is a spirit, it's an economic value. It's not a spirituality. What I say it is that the same John had a remnant of camel's hair, a laden girdle about his loins. His meat was locust
and white honey.
That is economic value. This is not spirituality. This is a lifestyle that patterned John and then made him to come to us with relevance. All the men you see on earth that are suffering, they are first of all wasters. Somebody might look spiritual, but he's a waster. A lot of people use faith to waste things they have. They say, I know what God promised me. I say, you're a liar. What did he promise you? Don't forget that the God you're talking about is a spirit that came from a man's value. God must come from a man to rule the earth. And then wasters cannot keep God. Somebody gave you 100,000 naira on Sunday, and he's asking you where is the money, and you went to Mr. B's and squander it, and you're owing another 100, and then you are saying you're spiritual. You don't even know where you are. And you squandered 100,000 naira in Mr. B. Mr. B's or Spinach or Blanco. And then you're owing Blanco people another 100, making it 200. And then after owing them, you came here and say, you're just a liar. Nobody should listen to you. Excuse me. Because you're already a waster. And the waster cannot be spiritual. Put your hand together for Jesus. He said, and I know whom I He told me an angel is coming. No angel will come to a waster. You want to watch the angel? Luke chapter 1 verse 80. And the child grew and was strong in the spirit and was where? In the desert till the day of his showing unto where?
Unto Israel.
I want to ask you a question. Was John going to party in the wilderness? John on a ice cream. John on a master, Mr. Shoe. 7 colors. Nime wilderness. John, is he paying house rent? I'm asking you. John, has he borrowed money to buy chairs? John, has he gone to where they are selling fridge and collected refrigerators and freezer and be paying small? That girl was going to Aja roundabout, and she looked from Kekeo and saw a cloth in show glass, and she said, "Keke, stop, waster." Keke stopped her. She went into a shop to go and price a cloth she didn't get ready for, just because she saw flash. Satan put a flash in your eyes to destroy your life. (23:33) of Luke. Do you know? Excuse me. Do you know if I'm not shepherd? Some people will say, "Now suffering where they worry me." Shameful. When I look at some pastors under me who doesn't have anything, who have not even touched the money. These boys, the money that came into my account 20 years ago, they've not seen. And they are trying to live a life that will never allow them to be anything. Because the spirit of wastage is working in their mind. Every channel around Locust Army is already bringing money into the account of the church and me. They don't even have one channel. I said they don't have one channel, and they are into status living. I'm already shepherd. I'm taking tithe of tithe. Almost everything Locust Army has brings money into the account, and I'm controlling it. They can see it. I am trying to tell them the secret. 23:33 of Luke. And when they came to the place which is called Calvary, there now what is it? Dying to the deed of flesh is part of prosperity. Dying to the deed of the flesh. Dying to the deed of the flesh is not spiritual. Knowing the quantity of meat you should buy in a week and know which one you should not buy is part of prosperity. It's not spiritual. But that is a reflection of your spirituality. Other wayward girls went to the market to go and price wig, and you're pricing wig with that money. You said that you are a child of God and you went to the market and you're owing a man that's selling clothes. Greed. You say you are owing a man. How important is clothes that it will destroy your image? After your image is already destroyed by greed, what will clothes add? What will clothes add? And do people rise from subtraction? I was telling somebody the other day, I said you have worked for 5 years and you don't have 1 million naira in your account. You should be ashamed of yourself. Don't even have shame. It doesn't even shame in you that you have been working since 5 years. You don't have 700,000 naira in your account. And you're wearing clothes. If clothes is what matters to the economic value of Jesus, why are we worshiping a man who is naked on the cross? No, we should dress him up before we worship him. He should look like a big man. You first of all allowed a character to destroy something you're putting on to destroy your image. After your image is destroyed, you start looking fine. After you have painted yourself in an ugly way, you look at yourself, you put something that you are not on yourself, in a character, in a name, and then you climb on top of a shoe. When we see you on top of a shoe, we will pity you, because you see you've already destroyed yourself. That one you're putting outside, it's not making meaning to us. Church, am I harsh? Huh? Why Jesus Christ provoked the economic value of Jesus is because he is heavenly minded. Those that will rule the earth must first be heavenly minded. Let me say it again. Heavenly minded means you should have a lifestyle that will intimidate unbelievers. Not by having things, but being a heavenly personality. There are two things. Can you look up? Let me explain something to you. My mother gave back to me, turned me when I was small, put dusting powder on my buttocks, bathed me. And now, if mama hear that I'm coming to her room, let me even leave it, that if I'm coming to greet her, she start arranging herself. I tell you that in January, that when I was the last day of the Galilee program, that when she came to take communion, some of us here saw her, that she saw that I was serving communion. I was serving communion to the congregation, to the leaders. She followed me to the seat. She left the altar. I will never forget that thing. Mama left the altar and was coming to me, because Mama knew that it was not the altar that mattered, it is me. The question I'm asking you, that was Mama following me because I was wearing black jacket that have some red coloration? Is it why she was following me? Huh? Mama was following me for a reason that is in her heart, a conviction. She told me while she was going to church, she discovered that her right leg was hot. her right was hot. And she told herself that if she come to the church and take communion from my hand, she will be okay. And she told me that the moment that communion entered into her mouth, the hotness left her. Excuse me. That is the value you should look for. Not wearing konkosa. Somebody says, Shepherd, bad day is coming. Bad day is coming. That day. No, what are we wear is a cloth that will not allow me to enter into this door. That's what I will wear. Or a cloth that will look at me and say you are a complete idiot. There are some people, when I see the way they dress, I will say you are a complete. I'm not the one that said it. I don't say complete. Can I go on with something? 45:7 Genesis. I will not tell you every time at that time, but when I read too much scripture, I will allow this teaching and I'll leave you. Remember that even if I spend another 2 hours, what is in my heart will not come out. There is no way I can teach this thing very well. So I'm not going to dwell on it. I have already tell you what I want to tell you. That all rich lives are gag life. If you say praise God, I will give you a gift. Listen, if you create a platform to be a billionaire through a lifestyle, nobody will stop you. You see, because great lives are not replaceable. Can I say it again? I say great lives. Every man on earth has an economic value. Every man on earth. It is not about what you are getting. It's about what you are keeping. Prosperity is not about things. It's about you. Church, have I said something? I said it's not about things. It's about you. If you look at 45:7 Genesis, and God sent me before you to preserve you,
a posterity in the
and
earth,
to save your life
by a great deliverance.
How did Joseph preserve them? How did he preserve them? How? Joseph preserved them not with spirituality. He didn't preserve them with spirituality. He didn't preserve them with prayer. He preserved them with economic value, that is with his human person. That is with his humanity. In that bad day on 29th, what is principal in my heart is God and the people, not me. I should tell a pastor to hear me. I understand investment very well. Copy from me. I came here now because I want to invest. Do you know why I don't travel? It is because I understand investment. I will never share my life with wrong people. As far as I'm alive, those who are supposed to see me from far must see me from far. anything to get close to them? Somebody said we are winning soul for Christ. I said, have you won yourself? People that are around you don't believe in you. You're going to Saudi Arabia. You have not even won yourself. You've not won yourself. You're looking for someone to win. You're having strange behavior as a pastor, and you're traveling to do soul winning. Your character should change. You can see it. You cannot give account properly of the church account. You can't take care of your family very well. You're owing people here and there, and you're saying that you're a man of God. You are not. Let the word you're preaching change you first. Tell me to help you. 37:2 of Genesis. Joseph looked at what his brothers were doing and was reporting them. There was a spirit in Joseph that hate waste. That was the beginning of the miracle. This boy Joseph understand what it means to waste something. And Joseph brought unto his father their evil report. What was the evil report? Waste. His brothers were wasters because they didn't have vision. That is why they were begging. They were looking for food at old age. Food dragged them to Egypt where they became slaves. Because wasters will always be looking for something they want to eat, even at old age. They say, hey, Mama, you have to give me transport because my salary at this room. Since you don't want to reduce your life to your income, your salary in your hand is telling you that is a way you should live. That's what the money is telling you. There is some food you should not buy. I told you that I taught in 1991 for about 13 months. 91 and some part of early 93. And I didn't know. It was when I was teaching that there are some food that teachers don't eat. That means if you're somebody who go to classroom to teach mathematics, when you go to market, you don't go where they say those things. My question to you is that why did you go to where they are selling something you should not eat? Or something you should not eat at a particular level in your life. Why did you go to where they are selling it? To O? And going to where they are selling it, what is it adding to your life? Excuse me, wearing a cloth, a particular one cloth that is half your salary, represent what? Not even half, 1/3. If they divide your monthly stipend into 3, why will cloth take 1? If cloth takes 1, then you have not started your life. You're joking. You're just joking. And if cloth takes 1, you destroy the building that will take you up. Because if you scatter the foundation, you won't rise. man was teaching me something about Immortality. He told me, said one of the reasons I brought from the village is that so that you will know that you should not eat expensive food. The way you see me here, I don't take salad because it makes me to go to toilet often. So when you put salad in my rice, don't think you're favoring me. You're trying to open the door of my toilet, and it will never work for you. So that's why I preach. Great. My question to you is that when am I coming down? How does a man who knows what I'm telling you come down? How does a man that apply what I'm telling you come down? Do you wait for when you can have my kind of shoe, this black, so many colors? Can you wait? Or you want to own the person who is selling shoe because you want to wear it before time? Tell me all the apostolic fathers of Nigeria and the church in the world, they all understand this. All. They all understand the place of time in blessing. Walking assiduously. Can I go into something? If the spirit of vision didn't tell you about wastage, then it's not in you. The first thing vision fight is wastage, and vision fight wastage continuously. You're just a student, and then you want to put on wig. A working class lady that have worked in a bank for 10 years is wearing. Instead of going to look for a local scarf and cover your head as a student, you start looking for shoe. You start telling your people to give you money to buy expensive meat. Instead of looking for stove to cook food in your room, you start looking for gas. It's not gas you need, they need to knock you. Since you don't know what you have come by, can I tell you something? Not even that you have it part time, or it's something you should have continuously. Continuous. When I go home yesterday, this thing I'm wearing, because I get it from so many sources now. You know I get it from so many sources. I went to bring one. In fact, that one is like lilac, and I liked it so much. When I want to pull it out, the Lord said, "Listen, you keep it back." He said, "Go to your hangar, because this one is already many. Like this one, I'm wearing it for the second time now." He said, "It's already many." They said, "Go to the one you've worn. Allow this one to stay here." I was saying, "Lord, I just want to wear it." But did I wear it? What does clothes add to shepherd? I said, what? You're supposed to be a mommy. A mommy. That is, a mommy of a church is a shepherd. Is what? You are a shepherd. That is, you are the spiritual mother. That it means you are a spiritual problem solver. People that ate in the dream should meet you after church for laying hand. Not me. A woman that is having problem with her husband should meet you for counseling after church. That is your value. And instead of looking at that value, you want us to see what you're wearing on Sunday. How? Where does sheep on earth eat? Where on earth does shepherd eat grass? Up to the extent that people who are supposed to respect you don't respect you anymore. You see, because you're like a shepherd that's also eating grass. You look at a small girl and say, where did you make your hair? And your mommy. Oh, you're asking a small girl in the church? Hey! Someone said to Flakwa. Where did you make your hair? Instead of that, when I was small, there is one skirt my mother used to wear that is roundabout. That is tomorrow, the zip of that skirt will be in front. Next tomorrow it will be at the back. Now, excuse me, that's the kind of skirt you should buy because you're already general. You're already Bobby General. I said because you're what? You are Mommy General. Mommy General skirt should, sometimes the zip should be here. Next Sunday it will be here. The other Sunday, oh, then are back. Excuse me, because you are Mommy General. Somebody say, Mom, I just need to see you. I need to see you. He said, I didn't an evening where I was eating and I need you to help me. You told her, he said, go and meet shepherd. Meet me for what? What happened to you? The girl didn't see me and came to you. Somebody say, yeah, I've just left it. May God of life and immortality not allow you to put your mind on nonsense. The Lord asked me, he said, what is your economic value? You've always been boasting that you're going to build a foundation that will take a building to heaven. He said, tell me what you will do. I said, Baba, now you go do it. He said, it's a lie. It's a lie. He said, I will do it with what you gave me. Tell me what you want to give me. And it's not long. I was shaking. Then he said, you will not give me spirituality. You will give me economic value. So Christ was able to gag Jesus to make him heavenly, so that he will not squander heavenly resources. Why Jesus died and came out of the grave is one reason. Just to be useful also in death. I said to be also, when they flogged him, he made gain from flogging. That's why we are healed. When they chastised him, he made gain from chastising. He brought us peace. When he died, he made gain from dying. When they crucified him, he made gain from crucifixion. When blood pierced his nail and came out, he made gain from it. When he died, he made gain from staying in the. He made gain from dying. When they lay him in the grave, he made gain from lying down in the grave. When he rose up, he made gain from rising up. When he sat on the throne, he kept making gain. That is why he is a Messiah. Tell me 5 ways you make gain from your life. Five ways. Tell me 5 ways you have made gain from your life since this week. Oh, what I'm doing is preaching. If you ignore it, you won't get up. There are some people, when I see them in the church, when I see what they are wearing, and the shoe they are wearing, the way they are hanging around shoe, I will say to my heart, I say, with this thing you're wearing, they're going for. I will shout in my heart when I saw what they are wearing and the shoe they are wearing on their leg. I say, with your income and what you're wearing, how much is remaining for you in the account? Is it not ridiculous? Is it not ridiculous? Is it not ridiculous for somebody to look beautiful and expensive without having any tangible thing in his account? It's not ridiculous. Is it not falsehood? Just like you're listening to me and you're a preacher and you want me to call you a big man of God without evidence. Your big man of God is Abada. And when we start asking you, what did you keep anywhere that should make you big man of God? Since you have been pastoring the church for 10 years. Since you have been pastoring the church for 10 years, what did you keep anywhere? For 10 years. 10 years you have not bought one plot of land anywhere. And you're wearing Abada Nasha. Some of them, when they come to Catholic camp, like this is going on now. This thing that is going on. They say, Shepherd have too much money. I said, from where? I'm sitting down here. From where? From where? When I came into Lagos, I knew that I came into Lagos late, and it's city like Lagos that I needed. Somebody said, hey, I want to get you a duplex. I said, you're getting me a duplex when I don't have place of worship. This is what you mean? I am doing church in Grace K, and you want me to have a duplex. And that time duplex was 1,600,000. Wasn't too much. The money I have that time can rent duplex without me feeling anything. The one that is in my account and church account can rent duplex easily. But I refused. Now, Surulere Church, 3-story building, was built in 16 months. I said Surulere Church was built in 16 months. 16. 3-story building. And then some people turned back and said it is surplus. Listen, 2 people came to where I was staying in Asirakov and was crying. Why are they crying? He said, Daddy, you can't stay here now. You can't stay here. And of course, you know they are women. You can't stay here now. You can't stay here now. I look at them and said, you should feel ashamed for yourself because you're crying without giving me money. At the time, one day, the son called me. He said, Shepherd, let me rent you a house. Let me rent you a duplex somewhere. It will not take much. In private discussion, I told the son, what we should do is that the money you use me to give me to rent the house, let us use it and finish this building. Then I will live in the 3rd floor. He said, is it what you want? I said, yes. And he did it. Now, when I started living in the 3rd floor, some people say, hey, Shepherd, you cannot live in the church. I said, there is time for everything. When I came here, some people say, Shepherd, you're already a big man of God. You need to get a house in VI. I said, how much? They told me. I said, and I am looking for money to pay for land. I will be owing people who sold the land, and then I'll be paying money for big house. I got a house where I pay 1.3 1.3 million. And somebody was telling me, go to where you pay 8 million. Excuse me, don't I have 8 million? 8 million, is it too much? Whether it is too much or not, it should not be used to pay her for house rent, because I'm not getting income. When I paid there, up till now, my land, the way I pay 1.3 is that I pay 3 times. I first of all give landlord 500. And then after 3 weeks or 1 month, I will give him another 500. Then after 1 month, I will finish paying. I will pay another 300. Now listen. That was last year. Last year, because it is 2 persons rare that I paid them. They got persons rare. I said, tell Sheba not to pay that way. Tell this man to pay his money straight. Because when I give them 5, I know they cannot eject me. Ability came from saving grace. Do you know why people are hypocrites? People are hypocrites because they are fake. That is why people destroy their image for money. Wherever you see people who destroy their image for money, it is fake life. That means they want to eat something they can't afford, so they destroy their real person. They want to wear something they can't afford, so they dent their person. They put black on their clothes. And then blow their intelligence. Because a waster must be a fool. Even if I didn't say any other thing, I've tried. I told you since I became a preacher, I have never discussed give me 1 naira from any human being. For what? I'll call you now on phone and say I need money from you, and still come back here on Sunday. How? How? I don't discuss money with people. Time will not permit me to tell you that from 41, it was the economic value of Pharaoh that gave him a throne. It was also the economic value of Joseph that made him prime minister. These 2 things are not the art of God. They are all human arts. I said they are not. There is nothing spirituality. There's no spirituality about having things. Just like the way this clothes, I'm wearing this clothes. I'm wearing this clothes now. I'll go home and start eating food with it. How? How? How do I eat food with this? This one should go out because it's already soaked now. It's going to be on the floor for dry cleaning. Or if it's not soaked, it will be on the hanger. Then I'll go and bath. Can I tell you something? If you say praise God, I will give you a gift. Excuse me, no matter where you came from, you can conquer poverty with your economic value. You don't need money to be rich. You can produce money from your value. Don't forget that both Esther and Joseph was a slave in Egypt. Esther was a slave in Shushan. And they came to throne. They came to throne from value. They didn't even come from their parents. Because it was not Jacob. You see, it was not Jacob. It was personal value of Joseph. It was Esther was a slave, so the mother was not there. Because her father and her mother that has already died. Again, her mother and father died, became a queen. An orphan. So how does parents come into it? Can you thank God? Let me give you a gift. I want to look at somebody to your eyes straight to tell you certain qualities cannot be replaced. So when you see a man or a woman that have it, you better copy it to the extent you can copy. I have two major projects, and I want to dedicate in December. And somebody said I should be lavishing money. How? I'm already waiting for when they ask me to buy another cement, 9 million. Ask me to buy another road, 20 million. Because you see, I can't avoid it. So I know it is there. Very soon now they will do the next pouring. And the road that cannot take less than 15 million. Cement, 9 million. Is only for motel. I'm waiting for when they will call me because it cannot be avoided. Engineer work. Engineer, part of his payment for one level. The engineer, a level here is another money. A level here is another money. And somebody said, squander the money you have in your account so that when they call you, you have faith in God. That when they call you, church is awesome. Put your hand together for Jesus, quite great. So the importance of gagging is to help you to know if, listen, I don't know how to explain this to you. Any angel or Holy Ghost or Spirit of Vision that love you will start a life of discipline with you. It's a must. If God is with you, God will start a life of discipline with you. Because you need to be disciplined to save things. And can I tell you something? A life that is preserved by discipline can be exposed to shame. Sand can change into money. That's a headache. When I got home on Sunday after service, it dawned on me on earth that I will never again be stranded. For the very first time in my life. Why? There is nothing that can change with power. The Lord told me that if sand receive enough pressure from a man of power, it will transform. Let me say it again. He said, if sand receive enough energy from a man of power, that sand will take the nature of gold immediately.